Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oxygen Not Included. It's a new early access game, so all standard things apply there. Everything you see is bound to be changed, yadily yadily yadily. So this is... I'm not really sure how I would describe this game. It's like a colony management game, where you start with 3 duplicants, as they call the person you get in game, and you have to basically survive and create your colony. So I've played a bit, and I know one thing: I do not want anyone that has a stress response of destructive. Destructive people destroy things when they're mad, and they most of the time destroy electricity generating stuff. And you'll notice you need electricity for a lot of things. So let's see, very athletic person here, bit of tinkering, even more athletic because of that, but kinda will fall asleep anytime, any place. Sure, don't mind. Then we have a cook and a creative guy, which cannot do research, which is okay. And then we have a miner, which is a loud sleeper. We don't want loud sleepers, because loud sleepers need their own separate room or they're gonna wake up others. You have construction and tinkering, and you are a slow learner. That's okay. And we can rename these, but I'm okay with this. And our colony will be gaming with egoon, because I'm great in finding out names and stuff. Alert! Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection. Of how they got here. It might be best to start digging. So I guess, first things first, let's start digging. We need a area to build stuff in. Here at the bottom we have a lot of different things. On the left we have things we can build, on the right we have things we can do. So we'll speed up. Basic controls, colony management, yeah, stuff like that. That's too boring to read. So we can build ladders, we can build tiles. Tiles is the floor and the walls basically, and it's made from dirt. So let's start with creating some of that. We will cancel this one, I guess. No, we need this one. Okay. Just taking. We have a lot of water down here, and a lot of air down there, so that's good. A lot more air there. Yes, we'll put ladders here, so we can go down, we can go up, we can go left, we can go right. So we have a ton of space to expand to. So we are underneath the earth, which means we don't have oxygen coming in from, well, the atmosphere. So one of the most important things here, well, actually there are 2 important things: food and oxygen. Here you see oxidite, which is a consumable ore, which, if exposed to air, I guess, will generate oxygen. So at the moment we're good because we're generating oxygen this way, and we only have 3 people, so there's not much oxygen being consumed. But the longer you play, the more duplicants that come out of this printing pod, and the more oxygen you use up, and you have to filter and stuff like that. So we'll start with just building a basic storage facility, I guess. So go with something like 3 here, 3 there. And then we have to tell them what to put where. In this case, we're just gonna make them put everything in all of these. This is just a basic storage area. Let's actually we'll dig these up, and then we'll also dig all of this. Alright, let's take a look. So we have storage done. Good. Then we have oxygen generator. Guess we could place one. See, on this overlay, you can see oxygen, and we can see we have no oxygen here. If we take a look, we have a lot of carbon dioxide over there. And actually, I'm gonna start with just blocking that area, so we don't have to worry about the oxygen over there. Maybe you should... Uh-oh. And you locked yourself in. Good job. Good job, Bubbles. Good damn job. Now we have to destroy this again. Okay, and now we have to fill this up again. Come on. Please just fix it. Thank you. Okay, so we'll just ignore this area for now. Oh, but we still have like oxygen here. And okay, so it's nighttime now, and that means they will start to get sleepy, and they will go to sleep, which gives us time to start placing down our basic needs, which are electricity. Let's go with something like this. Okay, insufficient copper. So let's cancel at least one of these. Well, actually, let's just cancel two. So we need copper. This shiny ore is copper. You can just hover over it and it tells you that. So we'll go and dig for copper. Let's go something like this. What do we have? This is unbreathable. So actually, I'm gonna cancel that, so we don't fill that area up. Because the bigger the air there is, the more places the oxygen can expand to, and the less dense the oxygen becomes. Meanwhile, we should take a look at starting to create things like outhouses. Outhouse is basically the toilet. Guess we'll just build one here. Medicine, we don't really need the research, that's for a later time. Food. Uh-oh, yeah, okay. So, because we didn't have a toilet, they shit themselves on the floor here. Which means we're gonna have to clean that up. Which they, of course, do not like, because they're getting dirty. And as you can see, this actually also creates unbreathable area. Because it stinks and it's not that healthy. Alright, let's continue doing it like this. And let's create like a bit of a... Oh. And oxygen is of course floating in there, which we do not want, so we'll close it up real fast. And I'm guessing we're going to be using this as a sleeping quarters. I will build like 5 beds here. Stress level are good, which is of course good news. We could block door. We could put a door and close this area off, but do not need that right now. Okay, now we have a few options. We can go up or we can go down. And I think I'm gonna go up and make sure we'll use this as just a water collecting area. Which might not be bad to actually start with. Yeah, let's do that. So we will... let's see. Kinda wanna put like a sort of elevator shaft somewhere. Guessing over here. Which means we are gonna be using this. Okay, so we'll destruct. So, well, I guess we will be using that area anyway. So actually, let's start with just digging that out. Like, we'll just use. Well, we'll start with creating a bit of a ladder so we can actually reach it, and then dig as far over here, as far over here, because we need that copper anyway. And it's nighttime again. Meanwhile, we can continue making our electricity net here. If you place wires inside the wall, they work, but you don't see it. You do not see them if you're not in the creation view. Insufficient oxygen generation and colony requires a food source. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure both of those out. One will do. We're gonna just add extra batteries so that everything keeps on working, even though we are not using them. Because our basic generation method, electricity generation method, is a manual generator, which, as you can see, is just somebody running. And here we have the ability to create two kinds of things. Option 1 is a mush bar, which basically is like using dirt and water to create food. And second thing is meal ice and water, but we don't have any lices, so I'm gonna have to go with the normal thing. Meanwhile, they are working on that, and they cannot reach there, but that's okay. There's a lot of things here. Buildup of carbon dioxide, but we'll just take this plant up. As well as this one. And then we can go to... oh! We have the ability to get another duplicant. So we have 2 destructive people, and we got this guy, which is a mount breeder, and he's not very athletic. But I really don't like guys that are destructive. And he's not that bad, so we'll just go for this guy. I'm gonna try not to take any destructive guys, because I had that last time, and it wasn't fun, let's put it like that. Meanwhile, we are reaching this area, and we should like be able to dig out most of this. Like that whole area isn't breedable, which is kind of strange, but oh, okay, whatever. Just too late. And we'll just put a oxygen generation. What's this called? Alk deoxidizer. So that's using alk to produce oxygen. Well, alks and electricity, of course. And it's night again. And it's day again. Perfect. So they're creating the electricity. And they're creating the floor. Insufficient resources, no water. Oh yeah, okay. But we're working on that. Don't you worry, don't you worry. We are definitely working on that. So we actually just gonna do something like that, I guess. Then put a ladder over here. Except the one on top here. And then we'll dig out this area as far as we can. Meanwhile, they are having trouble breathing here because there's just no air coming down. Like, their gases, so that it's going up, which makes it rather hard for oxygen to get down there. But that's alright. And we are starting to create oxygen here, which is gonna help over there as well. At least that's what you hope. And we were able to get into the water, which is perfect. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to reach that. Probably not, but that's right. So, we should be able to, like, destroy this. Meanwhile, they're eating. And he's creating food. Are you our cook? Woodworm. Cooking 7. Yes, he is. Like, at the moment, everybody is doing everything. But you can actually set their jobs here. Like, we could say that only our cook is gonna cook. Which we actually probably wanna do. At least for now. And our cook can also do other stuff, obviously. And we could like put everybody except this guy on power generation because he's bad at athletics. Well, you can sweep and do stuff. You know, it's night again. And you can see the oxygen generation is actually filling this up as well, which is great news. Meanwhile, we are gonna build... Oh, that was not part of the plan. We're just gonna build up. And I like building 3 floors. 1, 2, 3. So, building on this floor. Something like this. Are you like... I have no idea what this guy is gonna do. Or oh, we can actually just farm this one. So we're gonna farm. Gonna dig you up. Dig you up. We're gonna harvest and dig you up. Actually. And put the harvest on highest priority. Meanwhile, everybody seems to be eating. Actually, if we wanna be able to gather those guys, we're gonna have to build this ladder up, which we can change the priority of. So currently everything has like priority of 5. That's the standard priority. So we could say that generating food and power is less important than doing all the rest. Tip: fetching water. The colonists will seek out and collect water and other liquids up to 2 tiles away and deliver to buildings. Okay. Meanwhile, we're gathering our stuff here. Again, this isn't really breedable, so they're having a bit of difficulty collecting all of this. And then we're gonna sweep this with the highest priority. And we're gonna build this, and we're gonna put that just on a little bit lower priority. And we'll go district these 3 things. Then we'll fill this up. Again, highest priority. So we don't lose too much oxygen over there. After which we can start digging. And building that floor up. So this guy is falling asleep, and with that I'm gonna end this first episode. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, consider liking and subscribing, and see you in the next video.